JoJo Speaks is a YouTube channel that goes live every Thursday at 9:30 p.m. with hot topics and social commentary. Come join the Light of the Leo, Mr. T.D. McCullum, and our good friend Mike, Mr. Real 121, for fun and JoJo's unique spin on today's top stories. Go to YouTube, subscribe, like, share, and comment. Do you enjoy smooth jazz saxophone? T.D. McCullum has 2 singles available with more to come. The first is an original song called Groove With Me, featuring the classic sounds of Washington, D.C. go-go and his smooth jazz saxophone. The second is called Drunk on Love, a smooth jazz saxophone cover of Rihanna's Drunk on Love from her 2011 Talk That Talk album. Both are available on all major streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, YouTube Music, and more. Add them to your favorite library and playlist today. And follow Tyrone on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Mr. T.D. McCullum for your music and bookings. If you are struggling to figure out who you are and where you're heading, but need a little light to bring you back on track, subscribe to the Light of the Leo for some healing and real conversation. Here is where you will find encouragement and the reminder that you are not alone. Continue your journey to freely be yourself at all times with the Light of the Leo. She goes live Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with her co-host, accountability partner, and little bro, JojoSPEAKS. Join Faithful Warrior Ministries for our family and friends Saturday morning prayer. Every Saturday morning at 10-ish a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a great time catching up, sharing testimonies, and having transparent, real conversations about life. We encourage each other and show how we can fit God into each equation of our lives. Enjoy a devotional reading and family prayer. You have a prayer family with Faithful Warrior Ministries. Subscribe on YouTube at Faithful Warrior Ministries, and on Facebook, like us at Faithful Warrior Men. That's M-I-N as in Ministries. Join Pastor Lorenzo Evans and Living in Grace Ministries. The messages are not social media driven. They teach what's true and not what's popular. Living in Grace Ministries goes live every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube to Living in Grace Ministries and click on the notification bell. Pastor Lorenzo also has It Takes a Village podcast on the first and third Saturday of each month, pushing to bring back the village concept. We are more powerful when we are united. Together we stand, and division is not an option. Subscribe to the Juice Radio and Talk Show for a unique way of looking at today's issues with an amazing and opinionated cast of co-hosts. We have our Money Monday financial series. It is a lunch and learn program at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time on Mondays. Also on Monday, we have our reality series and Hot Topics at 7 p.m. Wednesdays, we have Bible study at 7:30 p.m. Thursdays, we have church news at 7:30 p.m. We also offer motivational moments, happy marriage lifestyle, news from a godly perspective, movie reviews, as well as our Single Moms Club, Let's Talk Ex-Millennials, and of course our Cooking with Clovis. All of that is coming here. Join us, the Juice Radio and Talk Show.
Good evening, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining us. How could I come on this camera without pulling my hair to the front, honey? Anyways, a couple of things I want you guys to do for us before we get started. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Press that big red subscribe button. It is free and easy to do. It takes less than a second to mash that thing, and you are in with JoJo Speaks. Also, be sure to give us a thumbs up on this video. We like to see a couple this time. Leave us a comment on your thoughts concerning the topics that we're discussing this evening. Also, be sure to press the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. Last but not least, share JoJo Speaks with all your friends, family, and loved ones. Everyone that you know, let them know JoJo Speaks is out in these YouTube streets. I got the whole crew back. Jennifer, Tyrone, and Mike. What's going on, y'all?
Yay!
Hello.
Yes, we are back in full effect. Yes, the whole crew is back. I'm loving the mesh. The netting on you, Mike. It is a good look. I love your sense of style, and I wish I had just a teeny bit of your sense of style and the confidence that you have to pull it off. It's all of that. Let's get to the hottest topic that is in these streets with Miss Carlee Russel. So we first heard about Miss Carlee Russel as she was allegedly abducted after finding a 4-year-old on the interstate running, and she was going to go try to rescue the baby. Then for some reason they heard something on the phone where it was cut off and she screamed or something of that nature. She said that she was abducted by this man and this woman. This woman fed her crackers, this, and that. And she came back, free and clear and, fine and healthy and all that good stuff. Turns out that the authorities have come to the conclusion that this is all a lie. Even her parents went on the Today Show and did a very emotional interview, especially her mother. You can see that the father seemed to have a little bit of reservation, but the mother was all in with Miss Carlee's explanation of her disappearance. What did you guys think of the disappearance initially? And as the story came and unraveled, what were your thoughts? Did they change? What went on in your mind?
I mean, when I first heard the story, something was not adding up, but I stayed quiet because if this did happen, I really hope that she would be found safely.
Right.
But things would not, sometimes when things do not add up, it's either a lie or it's a half truth somewhere.
Right.
So, but I just stayed quiet because I really wanted this not to be a lie.
Yeah.
So, similar to when Jussie Smollett has had his thing come out, people didn't want to say anything at first because it didn't have as much of a ring of truth to it as we wanted it to.
If it don't make no sense, something in
Right.
the tea kettle's not right. So yeah, but when they read out her search engine, I said, you know what? I said, you are damn like you a Carlee lie, okay?
Okay.
I was in there. I just never heard any of the specifics or paid attention to the specifics.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, when people started making those think pieces, y'all know I'll be on the TikToks. So everybody and their mama had a whole thought process of like, I didn't even want to see it. I was just going past it. You know what I'm saying? I just hope this girl get found. You know what I'm saying? And when she got found on that, I felt like, wasn't it like a Friday?
When she just came out, she didn't get found.
Right. When she showed up on her parents' doorstep.
When she came back home.
Right.
She was never lost.
Okay.
I was like, oh, wow, this is great. And that's when I started to hear all the other stuff that would prove. And just like you said, Mike, as soon as I heard that search thing, not only is she searching for attention, but she's also kind of slow, in my opinion. What made she was under the impression that you got to pay for an Amber Alert?
An Amber Alert, yeah.
How do you steal money out of cash register without getting caught? You don't.
Right.
You just don't do it.
Right.
And then not only was she making these searches on her personal phone, but she was also searching on her work computer as well. Like,
that's the dumbest thing you could ever do. Okay.
Right.
I have a work phone and I will never
ever.
I don't know why anybody would do like shopping or just random web searches at work. Like, that they look at what you look at. Like, come on now.
I think she's. I don't know. Her best thing to do right now is act dumb. That's what they do.
But even though they may not look often, they can look when they need to.
Right.
Yeah, but I watch so much crime TV, like First 48, where I just know it's nothing you can get away with. They will track you down. It's a camera somewhere, everywhere. You don't even know you're being watched. I mean, hell, we might be getting watched right now. We inside our homes. So, like, girl, what were you thinking? And then I'm so happy your boyfriend left you because it's no reason why you did this, and other than for attention. And this is not the attention you want. But now you might be getting paid, girl, because I heard you're making movies about you now.
Now he did kind of come to her defense just a little bit when he said, people who are making fun of her, y'all don't know much about mental illness. So he did come somewhat to her defense in that way, although they may not be together anymore. And I think that's something that we do have to take into consideration, because someone in their right mind will probably not go about things the way that she went about the things that she did.
Mental illness then should to be watched. If she does something like that, she should have been watched. And usually I'm not saying people who have mental illnesses that doesn't really have a life, but if you knew this about her,
right,
you should have said this in the beginning.
Well, I personally feel I kind of blame her parents, because it seems like, those are the parents or the first people that would, make sure to give her attention that she desires.
right.
And especially for her mother to ride so hard and
So
daddy to be
hard.
like, I don't know.
Daddy
Like,
just said, I'm just here. I'm just here.
You see where it comes from. So not saying I blame, but I see where it comes from. But God bless her.
Well, do you
Apple don't
believe?
fall far from the tree.
I'm not praying that one prayer for her, because unless she really has a mental illness, but if she does, that should have been something that the parents and the boyfriend should have said from the very beginning. She's not all the way together, so
Right.
This could be a stunt.
Right. Typically, when someone goes missing and they have some type of medical condition, those medical conditions are made public, and they'll say, like, this person needs their medication or this person needs to come home because they need treatment. So, yeah, I understand. For example, what you're saying, Mike.
The guy who got shot by police, and his mother's like, he's mentally challenged. There's something wrong with him. Yeah. Be careful. She made that known in the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't believe that's something they came out in the public with and said, she is mentally ill. She is a mentally ill person, but it ain't been diagnosed by no doctor.
Right.
I feel like she just really spoiled.
Yeah.
Go
sorry. Go ahead, Jennifer.
I was just gonna say, I just feel like she's really spoiled and she's used to getting her way. And when an adult has childlike behavior, but adult things like Google and a car, and you watch a whole lot of Taken, you think you can pull things off. You think people will believe you like your mama do all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, this is called the real world, and you're a black female child.
Right. And this is why I put it on mama. Because she ain't put her in the real world. She ain't let her know what's real. She let her get away with things. Yes, Tyrone, your name.
I'm going to tell y'all what was the dead giveaway for me. I did pray for her. But then I think it was Sunday or Monday night, I saw this press conference come up with the police department.
Oh, Lord.
And when he came out his mouth and said, those that don't know us, and this is the first time y'all seen us, we have a reputation around here of doing a thorough investigation. I said, oh, Lord.
Guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately.
Oh, okay, Lord. Here we go.
Okay, where's my gavel? Okay.
Here we go. Here he come with fact after fact after fact. We did this now.
We took fast too.
And real fast. Like, I mean, he came up with this stuff fast. And he was like, we're going to give her time and space. Because she just got back. But we got some questions. When he said that, I was like,
Did y'all
she
hear
done.
that they have her on the Ring doorbell lights, just walking home, and then she had to get herself together and start running when she got to the
Now, when he said they had her pinned dead to rights in Target after she left work, buying snacks, getting in the car, sitting down.
Well, you need snacks
in the car
when you're gonna be away from food for a while. You need to have sustenance. So
okay.
When he said they got the video footage of what she did at work, when she went in the cash register all the way into her locker and all that.
Does she understand that cameras beyond or she okay? Question. Did she steal from her job, right?
Yes.
How does she not know that they got cameras?
Ain't no telling.
Don't come up short. This is the real question. Should she do jail time? This is the question that everybody's asking now. And I say, if Jesse went,
no,
she should go too.
Jesse went.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you why.
He just got released early.
I'm gonna tell you why they not.
His story made more sense than this.
It did. Go ahead,
Now,
Tyrone.
see, the problem with
That's
Jussie,
the reason why.
he let that go on way too long.
Yeah. Absolutely.
She didn't let
he
this go
drug that
too
out
long.
way too long. But the thing with Jussie is, I felt like because he was so gung-ho about it from the beginning, it probably seemed like maybe a worse thing for him to go back and say that it's not true, because people are going to say, oh, you're a liar. Well, it's easier to let people think that you're a liar than them actually know that you're a liar.
Well, and also he's in the limelight with a show on TV as we speak. Well, not back then it was as we speak.
Right.
But so I think he just had a little bit more stuff on his back. But
yeah.
Right. I think he should do jail time.
I'm expecting to see charges. I'd be really, really surprised if they don't charge her, especially with all of the investigations that they put into, first of all, trying to find her, and then going through the backstories, through the back channels to find exactly what happened for real. I'm definitely expecting some charges.
I think they might make her reimburse the funds for the extra hours to find her.
I think 2 years in jail would be enough for her. Lesson learned. I think 2 years is just enough for all the trouble. You made workers spend time looking for you. Probably had to work double shifts, looking for nothing. You had people praying to their higher power, trying to find your black ass. Okay.
Even more so. Do we have any topics to read?
A so-called GoFundMe.
Well, they sent all that money back. They sent all that money back to the people. Thank God.
Thank goodness, because that's a.
But yeah,
that is thievery right there.
Straight thievery.
The Lord and please.
I think she would probably get probation.
She need to go in. She need to learn a real lesson.
Going in and having a hard time.
I feel like she needs at least a couple of weeks. A few weeks at the very least, because she's gonna be a couple months. There needs to be
2 years.
No, she don't need probation. She need to be in the hoosecow.
She needs to be in the hoosecow. She needs to be locked up.
But see, like, okay, the fact that she's playing or calling and claiming mental instability, well, as things over.
I got a question. She was stable enough to search on Google for all those things. She was stable enough to plan and go to freaking Target to get her Snizax, because she ain't gonna be getting nothing for a while. She's gonna be out in the wilderness.
Right.
And she was together enough to call and say, hey police, there's a baby in the road. I'm gonna see what's going on. Hey, friend, or whoever else I'm on the phone with. Oh, Lord, somebody done got me.
Right. It's just like someone who takes someone's life pleading insanity for the moment. For that exact moment, they're pleading insanity. They're not insane on a regular basis, but in this moment when they blacked out, which is something that a lot of them say as well, they went insane. But, typically that doesn't work because, sanity is typically like a thing that stays in place.
You don't lose it and just it doesn't happen often. Now, there are some lapses in sanity sometimes with truly traumatic situations.
That's true.
But I'm sorry, that's not enough.
So we're getting the gavel on jails. What we will do.
Right.
Because it's a year and a half, 2 years. Nothing too strenuous, but just know that this is the real world, and you cannot do stupid things in the real world without any kind of consequences. This should have been taught to you at early age. My mother always says, in life there is a action and a reaction. Okay, you might go to jail because you might do this right here. You might get slapped if you do this right here. You might, you never know. So. Here's no lesson as an adult. This is what we do to adults who don't learn to listen early in age.
I don't believe her family did a good job to give her the reactions.
You're absolutely right about that. For sure.
Erin, she's in the space. Hey, Erin.
Hey, Erin.
She said, hi, everyone. Please like and share and subscribe. LaToya says, hey, fam.
What's going on, LaToya? Hey, boo.
Fifi said at 9:19, hey, y'all. Mama tired. She liked the video and said, night all. Thank you for
All right,
We
girl. As long
appreciate
as
for
you
the
came
like
through
test.
and showed your
Okay.
face and gave us your comment, girl, that's all that matters to us.
Absolutely. Okay, let's skip down because Aaron's saying hello to everybody. The Juice Radio and Talk Show says hello. Hey, Regina. Vernice is here. Hey, Miss Vernice.
Hey, Miss Vernice. Thank you for coming.
Hey, Miss Vernice. And everybody's still saying hello to everybody. Okay, hey, Latoya. Oh, okay. Aaron says, I love seeing Mike's beautiful face.
Don't we?
We missed him so.
Y'all
Well, thank
wait.
you. Don't make me blush.
There you go, another one for
Miss
you, Mike.
Verdi says, Mike, the face is beat.
Ain't it? Yes.
This natural glow.
Yes. I love it.
Just put a little powder,
Yes.
a little something to
No,
get
Little chapstick.
I thought I haven't been on a while, so let me just put a little extra tune into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little lip chap.
Yeah, little chap here there, yeah.
Not serious. Tammy says, lying is not a mental illness.
Thank
you.
Thank you, Tammy. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for the healthcare professional in our. I feel so blessed. We have somebody we can lean on with this.
Yeah. And I have somebody in my family who has a mental illness, and you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm just saying.
Understood.
You can tell
we
a liar from a person who's mentally ill.
Yeah, there's a difference.
The things that they're doing, like trying to make you feel like it's your fault. Well, I'm going through that's how they make you feel, like it's your fault. Oh, the family don't want me around, and I'm going to do it to me, make y'all feel bad.
Right, and there's a difference between having mental illness and not having all the marbles, not being the sharpest knife in the drawer, your elevator not going all the way up to the top floor. Some people are on the road to mental illness, but they're just not there.
No, she that plastic knife.
Okay.
No, some of them work better than the butter knife. Some of them work good.
No, she got
those do rip through. Yeah.
She don't even got a plastic knife. She got a spork. That's what she got.
Oh, okay.
No, she has those kid scissors. The one in kindergarten.
Them things that ain't even sharp.
And when you do this, the paper just
bend.
That's her.
Don't even touch.
But
yes. Okay. Aaron says, I prayed for her safe return. I am still praying that she sees her mistake. She grows and can find something good from this mistake.
Let's take a moment, y'all, and let's just give it up for God for Aaron, because Aaron always finds the nicest things to say.
Every time.
Yes.
I have nothing nice to say about Carlee. What's it, Carlee Red? But Carlee Russel, whatever her lady name. Okay.
As soon as you said Carlee Red, it was all a lie.
Okay, all a lie.
But
I have the test results right here, y'all. It's all a lie.
Yes. We should all wish to be like Aaron D.
Amen.
Because she will find a way to make you feel like, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, maybe.
Right.
Maybe I should pray for her mind to reverse.
Yes.
Okay.
To go to another place.
Aaron, it's always nice to have somebody who's can bring you back to reality and just make you see things another way.
Amen.
But right now,
not there yet.
Carlee is.
Ooh.
Child.
And she also says, not hoping for jail time. How about community service?
That's not good enough for me. My thing in community service is something like, I didn't pay a parking ticket, okay?
Right.
I knew I had parking tickets, but I didn't pay them. I hit a car by accident, and I don't have the money to even pay the ticket.
So
that's community service, okay?
Right, yeah.
For you to set up a whole scheme, that's hard set up.
Okay. A whole scheme, honey.
Look,
the bulls.
I was concerned though, because around the same time the press conference came out, there were some allegations that she was bipolar and all this stuff started coming up. Because, there was text messages, inbox messages to her ex-boyfriend's new flings. And it was like, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, I guess you distraught because you lost your man. to another woman.
But that's not enough.
But this ain't it
that's
right
not
here.
Enough.
I think a minimum of 6 months in jail is the minimum of 6 months in jail.
Okay.
It's a lesson learned. I mean, I learned a lesson that time.
I learned something being there for 6 months, child. Yeah. Latoya says, "Hey y'all."
Hey.
She also says, "Hey Mike Boo," and she says, "Hey Chucky, look-alike though." Yeah.
Yeah, that.
I don't know what she was thinking. I don't know what she was thinking.
I don't know what the little thing on the road.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Latoya also says, "Can we just go back and look at my GIF and caption?" I don't know what the GIF and caption is.
We spend too much time on Carlee Russell. It's 25
okay.
minutes now.
Right.
Let me speed through this real quick. Okay, so Latoya says, "Mike trying to give us sexy ass." Tammy did say hello to everyone. Oh Lord, Latoya says she may be on the spectrum. King Jesus.
She might be. Might be.
No, that would make her antisocial, not doing this foolishness. Latoya says, it wasn't a mistake though, sis. It was a choice, exactly. And the stupid, preposterous, not well thought out lie at that. She is a clown.
A clown.
Okay.
Latoya also says community service busting suds in cell block 10.
Okay, that's when she need to be community service in the who style. Okay.
And Latoya also says, "I don't know if it's the Aries in me or life experiences, but anytime I hear stories like this, I always side eye them."
It's the Aries in us because I squint my eyes like something in the buttermilk ain't clean.
Right.
Something just don't make sense. I'm like, if I was driving in the middle of the night and I saw a baby on the side of the road, would I stop? It would have to be a crying baby. I mean, and it would have to be no other car around. Like it could be no. I don't know.
And to be honest,
these days, you never know.
Yeah, I wouldn't get out the car because that could be a way people would try to get at people. I wouldn't get out the car, but I'd call and and if the child come to me,
I would probably.
Is anybody with you?
And maybe circle like get off the interstate, get back on, and just go back and see if they're still there.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And then I would ask Jesus.
Right, just to be safe. So let's move on to the next topic because we done gave Carlee 30 minutes, child. Anyways, so it's been announced that President Biden is going to establish a national monument honoring Emmett Till as well as his mother Manny Till Mobley. I just wanted to put that out there. I'm not sure if anyone knew that, but I thought that was great. This was unexpected to me, although he is a pillar for civil rights. I didn't really expect him to do something like this. Were you guys surprised to hear that there's going to be a national monument for Emmett Till and his mother Manny?
I mean, it should have been the one. I think, and I hated that his mom now is no longer. His mom is dead now, right?
Yeah, she has passed.
Yeah.
As well as
she's not even gonna be able to see this, but
as well as the accuser.
Mm-hmm. The accuser or the one who actually did it.
The accuser.
The accuser.
Okay.
But she actually did it though. Like she actually did what she did.
Well, it's not an accuser then, allegedly. The viewpoints of this show is all alleged, okay?
Okay, as you can see down here.
Okay, maybe we should call her the culprit. The culprit. She has gone to the other life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I think it should be a monument because he did go through something horrendous, and low key those things are still happening today. Maybe not as bad as he went through, but those things are still happening to this day. So it should definitely be a monument. I think he's definitely everybody know about Emmett Till.
Right.
Yeah. My only thing, I'm just a little concerned because the marker, the historical marker for Emmett Till has been defaced so many times. They've had to make that sign bulletproof because people were using it for target practice. And if this national monument, I just hope that it's in DC,
right,
so it can have that much more protection because of where it happened. There's no respect.
But it's not going to be any respect anywhere anyway. So I mean,
Yeah, either you respect it or you don't. It's really up to the people who are going to see it or going to
Amen.
face it, as you said. Tyrone, any thoughts before we move on?
I'm actually happy that they decided to honor him in this way, because as I see it right now, the way things are going historically right now, our history is being removed and wiped out by certain individuals in the state of Florida. And if that ever happens nationwide, we won't have this story told. We won't have any type of thing to remember the tale.
And I'm glad you brought that up, Tyrone, because I was just listening to somebody speak about this the other day. And I do not like that our history, Black African American history, is the only thing that's being removed from the books. Like, I don't know why. Why is it that, yes, what you did to us back in the day is a very ugly thing.
But it still happened.
It still happened. We made strides. We are a little bit better. I mean, we're still not to where we want to be. But why is it so wrong to let kids know this is where we came from? This is what happened. Why is that being erased?
And it sounds like they're trying. It sounds like they're trying to pacify slavery. I heard that either in Florida or in Texas, that they're trying to make some excuse about the fact that slavery was not a detriment to the African Americans.
Yeah, he said they still had some positives being a slave. It was still
like learning skills,
And
life skills.
What positive thing was? Why was me being removed from my family a positive thing?
How?
Why was me being beaten to almost death a positive thing?
Okay.
Me working out in the hot ass sun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to go outside to my car sometimes in the sun.
Okay.
So me working in it,
a problem.
Okay. Houseway.
How's that beneficial to me being inside a house and maybe having to learn to read behind my master's back? That was a positive thing. No, it's no positive in that.
Tyrone.
And for you to even try to what pisses me off is you can even make sense of it. And when they ask people, well, what was a positive about it, you can't answer the question at all. They can't answer it.
Because there is nothing positive. That's why.
And now DeSantis is trying to distance himself from that being said. And it's like, sir, you signed it.
Right. You literally signed it.
Sealed and delivered it.
He's going to talk himself into I'm surprised he hasn't did it already, but he's going to talk himself into a trap that he's not going to be able to get out of, and he's going to accept the wrong person. He's going to accept his community one day.
I'm telling you.
Because I think, we've been African Americans, Black people have been pissed off so many times. We kind of immune to it, and we just let you say the BS because it's, it is what it is. But he's going to piss off his own community one day.
Right.
Well, he already is, because the economy down in Florida, a lot of it does depend on travel. Nobody's going there. People are canceling
trips left and right.
Trips, as well as, big conferences and things of that nature down there. And I'm looking at TikToks. I love TikTok. I've been looking at TikToks of people down in Florida that have shops that have, just different things that people come to while they're visiting out there. And nobody's there. People are really considering having to close down shop and stuff, or just open on certain days because nobody's out there in them streets.
Yeah.
And that's never been for Florida.
In Florida.
The case for Florida, yes. But I just have to get that out. But we can go to the next topic. I'm sorry.
Tyrone, did you have something to say before we move on?
Yeah, I was just say this a little bit. It's a lot, but it's a little bit. The reason why I see is because of reparations. Because there is a record and account that people can go back to and point at as a reason why they deserve reparations. You want to erase that so they don't have anything to bring to you as evidence.
I'm sorry, we got too many people that remember, at least right now. But
that's a part of the wokeness. Because it's
there. I will make sure that anybody in my family who's up and coming know the history of where we came from and why we are the way we are, and why we act the way we are, and why in this world people look at us like we are just scums of the road.
Which is why we still have to teach our own people what our history is so that it does not get lost in the sauce, since apparently America doesn't want Americans to know the truth.
Yes, and I have a thing from Latoya. She says, give her 49 months for them 49 hours she was at the Red Roof Inn.
Oh, Lord.
Latoya said, I thought she was alive. She actually went to... I don't know if she went to glory, but she might have. Who knows? But she passed on. Was it earlier this year, y'all?
It was like a couple months ago.
Yeah,
it was a couple months ago.
Robin says, "Hi, I just woke up." Hi, Robin.
All right, hey, thank you for coming in.
Latoya said she admitted she lied in an interview a couple of years ago. So say what she is, a liar. That got away with facilitating his murder. These thoughts are just mine and mine alone, not JoJo Speaks. Thank you, so sweet.
Thank you.
Aaron says, I hope it is in DC because there's a lot of monuments there. Oh, okay. Yeah. They have an officer set up to protect the monument. And that's why I wanted to be in DC. Because it's like national park officers out there, right. So it would be way more difficult there. And Robin says oral history remains important, which is why we got to pass this stuff down to everybody, which is so true. Okay, Latoya says because they would have to take accountability and give us them coins that our ancestors deserve. Aaron says there shouldn't be less Black history. There should be more. You're right, because not a lot of people know. Not everybody know. Latoya says, Aaron, unfortunately, that will never happen.
Never happen.
Never know, Latoya.
We got a book and they think that's too much.
Latoya asks, has anyone seen They Clone Tyrone? We'll talk about that later. Let's see. Latoya also says he gonna talk his way into a JFK situation. So slow down, stop right there. I'm not going to say out loud what I saw, but I saw it, Latoya.
Somebody.
Why are we right here, Latoya? But I saw it.
Somebody.
And I'm going to leave that there. Latoya says can't find workers because they can't employ Hispanics. Just said exactly. Nothing's getting built out there and all that stuff. Latoya also lastly says, Mike, that's the only way our kids will know who they really are and were. Wait, and where they come from. Thank you.
Yeah, we
will have to teach them.
Okay, and I will make sure they watch Roots.
Okay.
Right.
Would you make sure they watch Beloved?
That might be a little bit too X-rated right there.
Yeah, that'd be too much.
Yeah.
But The Color Purple is also good as well.
The Color Purple is good.
It is. Excellent.
But that won't. Yeah, but I really planning to watch Roots to learn our history. Color Purple, I mean, it's really.
It actually gives a view of how it was because of what Sophia went through with that Caucasian lady. You remember?
Yes, I'm gonna move my heart. Trust me.
So on to the next topic. We're going to talk about Jamie Foxx really quick so we can get to our social commentary. So Jamie Foxx has spoken out publicly for the first time since his hospitalization. He explained to us that he did not want us to see him with tubes up his nose and, not seeing him in his best, which I completely understand. I really do understand why it is that he was so silent, why we had not heard anything from him. And then we were seeing outings of him, which people were saying were fake. But we were seeing outings of him after he had supposedly gotten out of the hospital and people were saying, where's his tattoo? And all this good stuff. But I do believe that he was hospitalized legitimately. He had an issue legitimately. And he's now better legitimately. But are you guys happy that Jamie Foxx is A-okay?
I'm very happy. When we found out that he was up in the hospital, I personally started to get sad and such because I kind of realized how much I really liked him because he's such a good man and he has such an amazing storytelling ability. And I like him a lot. So I'm happy that he's doing better.
Absolutely.
Yes, I'm happy. If he was in the hospital, I'm happy that he's doing better also.
Ooh, what do you believe, Mike?
I think he was in the hospital. I don't think he was in there as long as people think he was in there.
Oh, no.
Me either.
And I don't think The only reason why I think he came out right now and said something because there's a movie coming out right now.
Yes. And that's the movie that LaToya was talking about. They cloned Tyrone.
Yes.
I haven't watched it yet.
Me either, but I think it's the only reason he came out. Now, he does look like he lost some weight, but I don't know if it's because of the sickness or because of the movie maybe he has in the works. I don't know.
Yeah, because
he's eating his face.
Yeah, but he be doing stuff like that. You know, it's like I'm not sure how much I can lean on the conspiracy theories.
But you know what? I do feel like it's really not none of our business. No, for celebrities, their job is to just do one thing. That's just to entertain us. So whatever's going on behind closed doors, I mean, it's really not our business. We just nosy, and I really do want to know. Because I be attached to these people. Julie Foxx has been in my household. Watching the Jamie Foxx show. Then the music. I mean that album Unpredictable was
Yes.
Okay.
That album was very good. And he's a very good entertainer, very good actor. So I think that we just get attached to these celebrities, and I be wanting to know what's wrong, what's going on. You got to be Craig.
LaToya says, I think he had a light stroke and had to have rehab with intense therapy. Stroke victims can make a full recovery. That's what I'm thinking too.
I don't think he may have. I don't know. Whatever happened, I just am glad he's doing better, and I hope he still takes his time out to get to 100%.
Right.
Yeah, but he looks like he's on his way. God bless. Yay.
Absolutely. So let's get on to our social commentary topic for this evening, which was brought up by Mike and Genesita. Since I am out of the loop as far as it pertains to TikTok, I really do need to get into that thing because I am missing out, honey. There seems to be an issue between the trans community and cis women, if I'm not mistaken. Mike, if you want to take it away.
The girls are
fighting. The
girls and the girls.
What is going on, Mike? Explain it to us.
So Jeff's hilarious, which is just not the first time she made this claim. And it's not that really that claim, it's something that really was asked. She was just telling people that she's being asked by a dude in her instant messenger because the dude thought she was a guy, a transsexual woman. Asking her on the dates, I guess, whatever. But because she said, I'm a real woman, and the guy's like, no, never mind, I don't want to be with you, whatever. And she was just, I think that's all she said was, no, she was saying real women matters. She wasn't really saying anything, major to me. But, our community has got up in there and they got high in their draws. And they stopped making some statements that I'm just going to stay. Cis women, we be correct, cis women, which are born female, do not own periods. What else were they saying? I
can give some.
Give some insight about what's been said.
So I've had to.
They don't.
Hush. Thank you. All right. God bless. So. Some of the things that, and this is not all trans people. I need to, and this is why there's such a back and forth, because they are grouping all biological women and all trans women in the same boat. Not every trans woman believes that she should be able to have a period. Not every trans woman does not believe. I saw a video with a trans woman that she had a baby and she was saying, I think I've finally been able to get the baby to latch on, but for some reason I'm not, producing milk. And it's stuff like that, y'all. Once again, not every trans woman feels this way, because if you listen to a trans woman that's been able to truth with themselves, yes, the desire may be there to do everything that a biological woman can, but we have to be real with ourselves and say, it doesn't matter how many surgeries you get, no matter how many scientists you get in your pocket, it's not going to happen.
Well, that's why they call it transgender and not female. And and I probably be more aware to say this than you can, I guess, Jennifer, about because I'm in the community.
Of course.
But I just feel like you have to pick your battles.
Right.
because when the community, and I'm just saying this because now, when straight people hear these kind of things, they don't just say that person, they say them as all.
And we all are encompassed in that group.
Right. And we all do it, so I'm not going to blame them for saying that. I'm not getting mad about that. But I'm just saying, when trans or anybody in the community does something that makes zero sense, you make it a way for people to judge us harshly.
Right.
And then when they do it, they put such a negative stamp on it. I have seen so many videos of born female, and it's just for me to even have to say that.
Yeah.
For me to say born female women making the videos, stating truth, but also putting a little stank on it.
Right.
As like, I have to just flip through it because it's getting on my damn nerves. And I can't blame them because what they're saying makes complete sense. What needs to happen is we need to go back to the mindset of the 90s where all we wanted to be is be respected.
That's it.
Right.
That's it. It really shouldn't matter what somebody thinks you are.
Yeah.
If you think that you're a woman, then nobody can tell you anything different.
Right.
It isn't. And then for you to say women do not own periods. Yeah, they don't own it. They come with it. Like,
yes.
When this lady said on TikTok, yeah, we don't want the motherfuckers anyway, okay? Okay.
Right. They own it by default. Okay.
We own it by default. So when you hit 0 to 13 years old, we have this little thing comes on.
Okay.
Be with your body for the rest of your life until you go through menopause. That's something that we have an option of.
And you're so right. I've seen so many women. Shoot, I've seen what is her name? Kay. She's a stud. She's super cute, and she does all them food reviews. And she said, "You can have it. You can have the period." Yes, she said, "You can have my period. I don't want any of it," because it's like. It's not that we're holding ourselves to a different standard because that's what naturally happens in our body. It just literally is naturally what happens in our body. We're not trying to withhold it. We can't even give it to you if we wanted to, because a lot of women would love to bless you with it so you can understand what's going on, or so you can have it like you want it. But LaToya, she said here, can you help me? He ain't paying no mind to me. LaToya says, but wasn't just only speaking to that particular trans woman, and social media took it and ran with a different narrative. But I would like to say no.
I think she was just, I don't think she was saying anything disrespectful about anything. I think she was just saying, I'm a woman, and I think women respect needs to, and this is what I'm saying, I'm not a real woman, so I don't know how it feels to be called a man if I was, if I'm sure she didn't feel good when that man hit her up in her DM. Of course.
Right.
Okay. So she probably got a little funk in what she was saying. And that's understandable. I'm sure Tyrone wouldn't want to be called a woman. Nobody wants to be called a woman if you don't want to be called a woman. So there'd be a little funk in it. But so I'm sure she probably she came from a place of hurt, and probably her feelings hurt.
Right. Like if I was I might take that as an insult. Like I just might take that as an insult. And it's no shade to any trans people out there whatsoever. But if I am a cisgendered woman and someone thinks that I am not a cisgendered woman, I might take offense to that. And that's okay. That is my feelings towards what it is that someone has said.
The problem is I'm having, it's not that the thing is, it's not even that. It's the things that where we come up with this stupid idea of where we can tell people how their bodies were made from the jump. That's the issue that I'm having. You have to make sense, people, okay? There's some things that you just cannot change. Mm-hmm. You can you can get breasts and build a behind and do all these things where you're like a wonderful woman.
Right.
But you can't have a baby and you can't have a period. You can't produce milk. It's just things that you just cannot do because you were not born an actual woman. So if you can't do it, don't put something out there that you cannot do and make it seem like real women are being negative for gatekeeping periods. you can't keep something I was born with.
Right. Don't go out there all willy-nilly saying things that you won't be able to defend, because there are just certain
thing that they tried to, and that's the issue.
Because there are just certain facts that are set in stone that will not change no matter what we do or what we want to do. There are just certain things that are set in place. And so if that is your plight, if that is your ministry, if that is your life, do it to the best of your ability. But understand what comes with that and be ready to deal with whatever comes with that. I understand why some cisgendered women might feel a certain type of way towards trans women, and they have those feelings for their own reasons. And I respect that, because you have your own opinion. I think it's something that, because both sides don't understand each other, but both sides are fighting for the same thing, it seems like, and they're just not on the same page.
What are they fighting for? I mean, I don't understand what's the fight for.
Well, I feel like I think the trans women are wanting to be accepted as cis women. And because that's not happening, they have an issue with that, because they're not being recognized as women.
I know a lot of trans women who doesn't care about being accepted.
Not every trans woman wants
cis
that.
women.
There are plenty that
all they want to do is be respected.
That's it.
And that's it. And my thing is, if you carry yourself like a lady and you look like a lady, this is what you're gonna be called. I mean, people are gonna be called, let's just some really negative person in the world, but other than that, you're gonna be called a female or whatever. But I don't think that's the fight. I think it's just people who are trying to make no sense at all. I mean, make it a big deal. I don't know.
Making a fuss over stuff that
you can't
happen or can't do, or is not going to happen, and then being upset at biological women for having the femininity and the body parts and all that stuff. I don't know, but Latoya has a question here. Mike and JoJo question: Do these trans women bring the negative stigma on the community with the rhetoric that they spew?
Yeah, right? It's not just trans women. It's everybody in the LGBTQ community. Not just trans women only, but yes, they bring negative, because when they make such a statement, a big bold statement out there, and now hit social media, that gives a way for everybody to put their opinions on it. And usually the opinions do not go in our favor. They always are going to be negative. It's going to be spit hatred. So yes, it does put a big negative stigma on the community. And then it gets people to judge us even more. And then you might be people in the public now who might see things in the public out loud because it's such a big thing going on right now. So it does definitely put a big negative thing. That's why I hate it, because you make these big, nasty, stupid ass statements, and then you make it bad for everybody who just wants to live their life and be respected.
Right. That's all. To answer your question, Latoya, I feel as though there are bad people in all communities. There are bad people in the Black community. There are bad people in the white community. There are bad people in the handicapped community. There are bad people in the Indian community. There are bad people in all communities. And so this is just our plight as far as the LGBTQIA plus community is concerned. And of course, do we wish it was better? Absolutely. But that would take for all of us to have renewed minds and to think better so that we can do better.
Yes, but yes, and then Tasha K and her dumb ass. I ain't watching her. No, I'm not watching her no more, because Tasha K has made so many statements, blaming
outlandish statements,
blaming the trans and gay community for us not being honest with the straight women who man strays. How's that my fault?
Now, how is it our fault when it's your man that's sneaking out with Juan in the middle of the night? Like, how is that our fault?
It's not our fault, but my thing is, if the word was more acceptable,
exactly. Thank you.
Then he wouldn't be living a double life.
He wouldn't be faking the funk with your ass.
It's not easy for a man to come out as gay.
Right.
Okay. So, especially a man who lived straight majority of his life, it's not well accepted. He got to find a new friends, a new home probably. It's just different. So I mean, it is. We just want to be respected. That's all.
That's all.
I ask you for nobody's husband, okay? So you got everybody asking me because I don't want the husband or the boyfriend. Okay. I want all my men to be single.
Single, yes.
Oh gosh. So let's see. Latoya says, women have a uterus and men have a prostate, and testes and things of that nature. Bam. End of story.
People need to leave conversation. Yeah, and I agree. My thing is, I agree. Yes, you can deal as a woman. You can portray a woman all you want to, but there's certain things that we just won't be able to do. You can sit down and pee if you want to.
Yeah.
You can get your breasts done if you want to. You can wear female clothes if you want to. You can do all these things that women can do, but you can't. It's just two things you won't be. It's probably two and a little bit more. You can't give birth.
This is true.
You can't carry a baby.
That's true.
You can't have a period. I don't know why would you want one.
Right.
You got me.
But
and you can't produce milk.
You can't produce milk. It just things. And you know what? I think social media before social media, it was this news press that had a man giving birth for the first time. It wasn't a man. It was somebody who was born a woman who
exactly that had everything you needed to it.
Yes. Right. So, but. We should be fighting for respect, and
yes.
Now, also, there was a story on TikTok too about this black lady came up with. Why do trans women want to go to the female bathroom? This is my take on it. I feel if you look like a woman, and you carry yourself as a woman, you should go in the female bathroom.
Right.
If you look like a man, or I don't care if you feel like you're a woman, if you haven't all the way transitioned or made the effort to fully go all the way, then you should be using the male bathroom. And that's how I feel, and they can hate me if they want to, because there's some people who live trans lives who really do not look like a woman at all.
Right.
And I mean at all.
Yeah, it's to me, if you present as something, then that's the restroom that you should use. If I'm standing at the urinal and I look to my left and I see this beautiful woman just standing there taking care of her business as well, I'm going to be shocked and I'm going to be appalled and I'm going to be like, "What you doing up in here, girl?" And so, although I can probably see what she's doing in here, and I can probably understand why she is here. But I'm still going to be like, why are you in here? Why are you not in the women's room? That's where you're supposed to be, girl.
And then they're like, what if my child's in the girls' restroom? Well, your child should be in the stall with you.
Oh,
yeah. Right. So they shouldn't be out there looking at anybody else anyway.
Exactly.
And if it's a child, they probably wouldn't know if it's a man or a woman. Hell, half the women don't know if it's a man or woman anyway, so it don't really matter.
Right.
I'll say this too. I don't live as like it's a trend, but I have dressed up a couple of times in public, and I have passed history. So for some strength, I don't really think I'm passable, but I have passed, and I have been stopped going in the male's bathroom. Like, hey, that's the male's bathroom. I'm like, okay, and just keep the quiet. I just go to the female bathroom, but because I don't.
There you go.
Okay,
but I do try.
And you do a good job. The Juice Radio and Talk Show says, I hate that Jess, Larry, Tasha, and T.S. Madison are all arguing over the issue.
It's sad.
Well,
I feel like T.S. Madison. Exactly. Go ahead.
What she did for Tasha K. Like, she didn't have an issue with Tasha K before this incident. Tasha K and her big ass mouth came out and said all this negative stuff about T.S. Madison and her people who work with her. But T.S. Madison has shown nothing but love. Tasha K has had her on the show, like even gave her makeup artist for Tasha K. Did her, but Tasha K is one of the people that you just cannot trust.
You cannot. And she held on to some upsetness that she had ever since she'd been on T.S. Madison's show.
Yeah, she let it go. Yeah.
And she waited for a moment. This is what she does with everybody from what I'm seeing. Right. She waits for a moment to now spray this person. Now that I've gotten in with them, okay, I can say all this, that, and the third about them when it comes time to. And she held on to that for over a year, and now she's upset.
And Tia Mason got her behind. I mean, she got her right
She
together.
got her two together. To be honest, it's pointless to look at Tasha K stuff. I would never go onto her channel anyway. I actually watched what Tasha K said through Armand Wiggins. So that's the only reason why I was able to see what Tasha said. I would never support anything that she's doing. But I certainly watched on T.S. Madison's show when she read down. She Lord, she
said,
dismantled
I
her.
will talk about your mother, but your mom didn't do that to me. But she was going in, and she talked about her kids though. Your kids with your hot dig, your football, yes,
kids. I said, oh my gosh, but well, you get what you give. Latoya says, Mike, when you say respected, do you mean using the proper pronouns?
I mean, that is part of respect also.
It is.
This is my thing. When I worked at that gas station, I could give male and I can give female. It depends how I felt that day. And if you call me a sir and I was giving female, it didn't hurt my feelings because I just think you wasn't being rude. You just didn't know.
Exactly.
And some people will stop like, I don't want to get you. Are you a female? Are you? No. It's how you say it. You can feel funk. It was my you can feel the attitude. Somebody say something negative. So it's really just how you say it. If I'm pretty sure that if I was called a ma'am if I was called sir and I'm looking like a female that day, and you said it nicely, I wouldn't care.
Right.
Because you feel the respect.
Yeah, you know those ones though. You know
who's trying it.
And the thing is, those people who accidentally misgender you, they'll feel sorry for misgendering you because you know that their intentions were not to misgender you.
Exactly.
Latoya, or it'd be the ones who everybody else says ma'am, and then it'd be that one says sir, and they be in the same circle.
Right. And they say it with vigor, and they say it with some bass in their voice. Okay.
Sure. Anyway, Latoya says, why haven't they banned her channel? That's a solid question. Maybe maybe she makes too much money for them. Who knows? She also says, not Juan. And Latoya also says, please, because baby, I don't think y'all could handle all of the above. You gonna help me at all, sir? Kindly.
I think Tyrone's halfway asleep.
I think he is.
No,
Are you learning? You bringing it, taking it in? Oh
no.
What?
You didn't say put that one up there.
Okay, it's just not working. Anywho, Aaron says that's my question. Why would anyone want a period?
I wouldn't want the full experience of being a woman, but I mean, I wouldn't. I didn't have crap gas before, and I went with a damn period.
Right.
No, thank you.
Okay.
So Mike, go ahead with the comments, Jennifer.
Latoya says, Tasha K sabotages every friendship she has. Why do people even still deal with her? And I don't even believe it's about sabotaging. She gets close and uses the information that she finds out when she gets close and then uses that against them so she can have a moment on the internet. That's all it is. And that's how it's been every person that she's gotten close to. And now, surprisingly, she's not close anymore. Lastly, Latoya says, so basically, it's just like asking somebody when they're due and they're not pregnant. Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Especially if you can't see them waddling and stuff. Like, come on now, don't say about no pregnancy. Because I've had somebody ask me if I was pregnant at teleperformance.
Oh wow!
Tell me that. My old friend, her sister was in the doctor's office, and this lady was like holding her stomach, and she was poked out. And she was like, "When you do, girl," and she was like, with her eyes, I guess she was. So
I told her, girl, I'm fat. That's what that is.
Oh, Lord. Mike, you want to go ahead and give us your social media contacts so we can get up out of here? Okay, Jennifer Tyrell. We can move right on. Okay.
So, yes, you can definitely find me. And all you lovely single guys out there, you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and also Twitter at MRREAL121. That's Mr. Real 121. And don't meet me there, beat me there.
Love it.
Well, this eye is like something missing. I don't know why this looks like this, but.
Oh, I am the Light of the Leo. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on what else I'm on? Instagram. And follow me on YouTube at the Light of the Leo. And if LaToya will hurry up and put her thing on there for TikTok so I can send her this stuff. Quit playing. But go ahead.
She just followed me just now on Instagram.
She did. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey. I am Mr. TD McCullum. You can find me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and the YouTubes, and all your music streaming platforms. Tomorrow, I am releasing my third single.
Featuring
the Light of the Leo, doing background vocals. 1-2 combo here.
Oh, yeah.
Check us out. The song is called Get Lifted, which is the smooth jazz rendition of John Legend's Let's Get Lifted from his 2004 album, Get Lifted.
Awesome.
All right. And you guys can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is jojo_speaks 3020. My Facebook is Jonathan Lee. My email is williamjonathanlee@gmail.com. Once again, make sure you subscribe to JoJo Speaks, like, comment, press the notification bell, share, all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for joining us this evening. Make sure you come back next week. Hey, Stevie. Make sure you come back next week. Same time, same place, same beautiful faces. Any other comments before we get out of here, Jennifer? Because I don't want to forget.
Oh, let me try. Oh, wait. Okay. Where did it stop, Ty? You see? Okay. So basically asking somebody. Okay. Oh, Erin says, this was great. And she also said, great show.
Thank you.
She sent some hearts, of course, as per usual. We love all of your hearts that you always send. LaToya says, Mike, I just saw your first video. What was in that shot?
On YouTube? I mean, on Instagram?
Yeah.
More than likely Instagram.
Oh, what was in that shot? Probably tequila. Okay, that's all I drank.
Well then.
Shot. I think like a shot, like a shoot. No.
LaToya also says, Strong J. She's been saying that a lot lately. And Erin also says, please remember to give us a thumbs up before you leave. Put that thumbs up on there before you get out of here. That's pretty much it, Jonathan. Thanks.
All right, y'all. See y'all next week. Bye, y'all. Thank you for coming. We love ya.